Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to this series of videos about Fidya calculation for the believers in our religious finance calculation, Islamic finance Fidya calculation series. So that's a silent burden. Most of us must have felt it, that there is a silent burden one carry. Then have you ever felt that quite worry? That not in your stomach, thinking about missed prayers or fast from months or even years ago. So, Fidya, uh, let's talk about the per amount, per prayer amount for 2025, the Fidya calculation around the world. We are taking, for example, in Pakistan, the figure is 220 Pakistan rupees, right? And UK, it's a 5 sterling. UK sterling, £5, right? And USA and Canada are $15 per prayer amount, right? And that is also valid for the per fasting as well. But since the prayers are prayed 6 times a day, means six prayers per day are to be taken while considering the fidya calculation, right? So the fidya rates for 2025 examples per salat are in Pakistan 220 per prayer, and in UK £5, in USA and Canada it's 15 per prayer. In Australia it is $20 per prayer, and in Turkey it's 180 Turkey currency TL, right, per prayer. So this is what we have for you, and we can provide you more currency. Now just leave a comment and let me know your country. I will help you out in the calculation of the fidya rates as per your local currency. Okay, so I would love to do this for you. The next is let me take you to here. This is our the basis of our presentation is the guidance from the ulama. This is a very wonderful site from askimam.org. This is a site from Mufti Ibrahim Desai, very well-known scholar. And he writes about the fidya calculation is that if a person has unfulfilled obligation of salah or fast, he should try his utmost best to make qada of them. The foremost thing is that you pray the qada, right? If he is unable due to some reason, so it is wajib, necessary for him to make a wasiyah, bequest, a will writing before his death, right? So this is the caption we should have while considering all this. So this is the this has to be taken seriously and urgently. You never know how much time we have in this world, and then we do not want to be ashamed in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nobody wants that. So we fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inna nakhafu min rabbina yawman abusan qamtarira. This is the verses of Quran, right? So if a person passed away and had not fulfilled his obligation of salah and Ramadan fast, then if the deceased was unable to perform the qada of his missed fast and salah, and therefore stipulated the payment of fidya in his will or made wasiya bequest, then the heirs are obliged to discharge the fidya from 1/3 of the estate after settling the burial expenses and the debts, or if any. Yeah. If, however, the deceased did not make any such stipulation, then it is not necessary upon the heirs to discharge fidya on her behalf. If the heirs voluntarily pay the fidya, it is hoped that Allah will accept the fidya on behalf of the deceased. In such a case, the consent of all the baligh heirs is necessary if all heirs are baligh, are adult. Baligh means adult, right? If there are any minors among the heirs, the remaining baligh heirs may then pay the fidya from their shari share of inheritance. This is very much clear, and this shows that this is very serious. It is very urgent. It needs a sense of urgency on everybody who has got who owes all these to be performed before death. The obligation of salah and fast begins from the time one is baligh. when one gets in the age of the adult age. So, if there are no records of amount of salah or fast missed, one make an estimate of the salah and fast. So this is essential. You cannot just say that I don't know. That doesn't help. You have to estimate it, or and estimate it on the higher side, that I will have to be performed so much of qada of salat and fast. So that would be maximum range, right? Not more than that. It has to be under that figure, right? So a safe side, conservative. The salah to be calculated as are the five for salah and witr. That makes the total of 6 salah per day. And the value of fidya is the same as sadqatul fitr, which is the value of 1.75 kg of wheat or wheat flour, or 3.5 kg of barley, or their equivalent values in one's area. So this is the broad rule or through on which the calculation is done. So it is permissible to give the fidya of multiple salah to one person. Likewise, it is also permissible that you divide one fidya among multiple people. So among a number of people. So the fidya may be given in cash or kind, and fidya is only supposed to be given to Muslims who are eligible for zakah. So this is the ruling of Islamic Sharia, and there are certain numbers also mentioned in here. On this, you can approach them if you want to do it right away, right? So our next step is, now I introduce you the tool, the VBA tool, which I have developed. You can download it from the link which is going to be given in the description, and you can set up it your own thing. So what you are going to do is, first of all, create a user. It will be created. I will let you have a template. You will use that template and send it to your email of the dashboard. So that will reach there, and it will create automatically a user account for the one who is performing the qada salah, and on daily basis, whatever you send, so that backlog is being cleared, right? And so it's a sort of a automated counter, and you don't have to worry about it. At any time, you can get the status that how far are you from your destination of clearing all your backlog. Okay, so stay tuned to us, and we take you to the next. So this is the description of my Fidya calculator. It is customizable. Uh, it can serve the user for multiple currencies around the world. It can be used, and the components of this system are mainly defined on the left side of the screen. That is Excel dashboard, VB enable file, right? And the second is the Access DB database file, which has two tables, right? And the third one is the MS Outlook rule setting, uh, right? So on the basis of these rules, the logic start from like this. The system logic flow is like this. The first is input, the second is the processing, the third is output. The input is the incoming email is routed to a folder in Outlook inbox, and then uh, it immediately goes to the next step. That is, the Excel automatically starts actioning the request as soon as it senses that there is a item, that there is a request coming from a user. So it starts taking the action on it, and once the action is taken, the action can be creation of new user, or it can be a creation of a clearance of the backlog, right? The report is created on the both cases. Either if the request was the creation of user, the report will be created too as well for the user. And if the backlog clearance was the request from the user, so that will be acted upon. The system will take action, and it will give you the updated dashboard report, and it will respond back to the user. So this is the simple logic. And here is the example. In the creation of the new user account for Abdullah Dushala was shown in our previous video. I recommend you to see that video. And later on, we also passed a transaction of clearance of the 5 days backlog. So for this, all you need to do is just provide the user ID, which was generated by the system, and the clearance of days of clearance is five, means 5 days clearance from its overdues, right? Uh, so 5 days clearance means for each day has the six prayers. So 5, 6, or 30 prayers will be marked as performed, right, from its stock of the backlog, right? So the next is the system generates the report. It tells you which 5 days it has. Of course, it is going to make sure that oldest is done cleared first, right? The clearance of the oldest due was done first, and that is followed by the most or the next oldest was, that's it, right? And then the Fidya calculation is done as per the rates provided uh, by the system, by the user, that what is the rates. So for this we have given the 220. That's why it is 3990 was the overdue. So multiply by 220 with per salah, right? Per salah is 220. So this is multiplied. So A 177,800 is this. This figure is worked out like this. So we have shown you how it worked out, right? So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching.